Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel, and in today's video I want to talk about the new pack that's coming to Wizard101, and it's basically going to be a raid gear pack of the Jabalba template. Last year they put the Void template in the Flowermancer pack in the Crown shop. Now I was really hoping to not see this return. Now, before I even get into this video, guys, I just want to say I do really like the Crying Sky raid. I actually really like the atmosphere of the raid, and, you know, the music I think is some of the best music in the game. I'm aware I might sound a little bitter in this video towards the Azteca raid, but I do genuinely love it. I just think there's a lot of frustration from the community because the fact of the matter, it wasn't doable for the first couple of months that it came out, and the people in general that have the gear now, it's just not going to make them feel good that people can just simply pay to win the pack and skip the process of putting in all those time, all those days, all those hours, and, you know, just the level of skill to get that gear. It just doesn't really matter if you can open your wallet. But yeah, in this video I just wanted to say I'm gonna sound a little bitter towards the Azteca raid, but I do genuinely like it. It is a lot of fun if you have, you know, people knowing what they're doing and a team consistently winning. And as usual on my channel here, all my criticism comes from me wanting the game to do better and be a lot more accessible. You know, have Wiz pop off, do numbers, get more people into PvP raids, and just have everybody generally be happy. I make videos like this to try and explain what the community might be feeling, or, you know, how something the devs are gonna do is gonna make the community feel and why they might not like it. But yeah, I'm just gonna let the video roll. I just wanted to edit this in at the start after I did the editing for the rest of the video, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy and see you later. First of all, let's address the positives of this, you know, change. This basically allows non-raid players to actually get the meta gear to get into PvP. In case you're unfamiliar with the state of the game, essentially if you do not have the Jabalba or Hunhao raid gear and you try to PvP, you're basically going to get gate capped at like a certain rank, like round sergeant, probably veteran, I would say, and you can't get past that rank because of how oppressive the raid gear is. To put that in perspective, for quite some time on my Storm and still my other characters, I can't actually compete at the highest level of play in PvP because I don't have the raid gear. I have the raid gear now on my Storm, which is, you know, pretty good, but if I wanted to do PvP on, you know, any of these 6 other schools, I just simply don't have the gear, so I can't participate in it. Now, personally, I would have liked to see KI just actually look at the raid gear and understand why it's so good and impressive, and, you know, make changes around that potentially. But instead, we're getting the raid gear just copy and pasted into this new pack, and I'll have images up on screen for you guys to look at. It's literally just the exact same copy pasted raid gear of the Jabalba set, but it's just, you know, renamed, rebranded with a couple of different item cards here and there that are pretty much inconsequential. The pets in this pack are actually really cute. I do like them quite a bit. My only concern is, you know, I would love to get these pets, but unfortunately pet stitching still isn't really a thing. I'm still stuck using this ugly dinosaur. No offense, Zeus, I love you, but I would really like to have the stats on the pet actually copy pasted to a pet that looks, you know, a bit more, you know, presentable, appealing, stuff like that. So at least me personally, man, I'm not really gonna get any new mounts or pets or care much for them until pet and mount stitching is a thing. So yeah, this new pack will have the Jabalba template. It is not going to be having the Hunhao template, which is a little unfortunate because Hunhao robe is meta on, I think, about like 5 or 6 schools, unfortunately. So, you know, they are making this pack to help with raid gear, but they're still missing, you know, Hunhao amulets, which are meta, and the robe, which is also meta. And in some rare occasions, players are using the wand like Ice Wizards or Bounce Wizards from the Hunhao set to get that P-serve and stuff like that. So this pack should, in theory, make more people get into PvP. However, there's still going to be a couple of, you know, pieces missing, and people aren't going to be able to play the hard meta because the Hunhao template is not going to be in here. I'm not asking the Hunhao template to be in here. I don't like the idea of having, you know, meta gear behind packs. I really don't like that. Whether that's the Wastelander hat or, you know, the raid gear now, I just really don't like it. I feel like if KI actually made the pack system a lot more consumer friendly, like, you know, if you buy 5 packs and you don't get what you want, you pick one piece of gear you want from the pack, and then you keep going. Just something simple like that to make it more consumer friendly and less predatory, I think would be great. And as much as I'm happy that more people are going to be able to get into PvP and, you know, rock new setups that they're going to like and all, I just can't help but feel kind of like insulted for like all the work and the time the raiders put in. Like if you look at somebody like the Roaring Raptors or, you know, even my guild that, you know, wasn't that successful at the start of the Crying Sky raid, they put in all that time, and then now people are going to just open their wallets and get that gear. And they didn't have to put in any of that work. Now, I guess one thing you could say is like, oh, Liam, well, you can still tell the difference between somebody that raided, because you can see Shababa and Hunhao, and then somebody who didn't raid is like, you know, whatever the new pack name, gear template is, right? And I mean, that's fair enough, but I don't think just having a simple name change is like, I don't know, it doesn't feel good, you know? It just feels scummy, and I don't like it. This might just be a me problem, I don't really know, man, but I just hate putting in, like, all that time, and the raid was, like, undoable for 3 months, and now people are gonna just open up a freaking pack and get it. I just don't like that. I would like to feel better about the people who actually earned the gear via the difficult content, and not just have a cosmetic name being like, oh, hey, I did it. I still have to get a lot of raid gear for all my characters, and I'll probably have to, you know, just sit down and grind with other guilds and try and get my guild back on track, which I will be doing. I'll probably be making a video on that pretty soon here. Within the raid itself, the chest, like, okay, so the meta strat basically, right, is you'll go in, you'll beat the raid, and then you'll just whale so many crowns on the chest because of how bad and like how AIDS the raid is actually to do. So there's people who probably spent more money on the chest than they are going to the pack, and you know, it's just like, I don't like that. I don't like that we have a pack that's accessible to everybody, and then a chest and the raid itself that, again, just seems really scummy and predatory. I'm not asking for the raid chest to be, like, taken out or anything. I just think, you know, winning the raid should maybe be a bit more rewarding and easier to do. Although they have made it a bit easier to do with the extra 5-minute timer, which I think is great. But I don't know, man. I just still feel like it's just too high of a barrier to entry. But I am glad that KI is trying to make the raid easier to get more people into it, and you actually can, you know, pay to win this pack now and get in PvP if you would like. I think it's just the little things in the middle, like the fact that packs are predatory and you can't actually get what you want from a pack still, even if you choose to open that pack. And the difficulty on the raid is just still, like, the barrier to entry is just way too high. And the fact of the matter that the, I guess, legacy raiders, if you want to call them, aren't really rewarded for actually beating the raid and figuring it out in the first place. Maybe they could put, like, a gold key or something with the new gold key badge update. Like, if you actually beat the raid, get the badges, you get like 7 gold keys or something. If you have a full Shibalba template for a school, you get a gold key. I don't know. Just make it more rewarding to actually do the raid and like have yourself stand out compared to somebody that just whaled the pack, I guess is what I'm asking for here. But I don't know, guys. Maybe I just sound absolutely crazy in this video. Maybe I've just lost the plot. Maybe I'm just delusional. You guys can let me know down there in the comments below. But I just wanted to talk about my thoughts on this pack and stuff like that, because I think it's definitely going to be one of the more controversial packs. But yeah, I look forward to reading your comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like and a sub if you agreed. If you disagreed, let me know why respectfully in the comments, and I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching and being here. Take care.